Alright guys, tankless water heater maintenance. Currently, there, we got 2 hoses, cleaning vinegar, pump, bucket. We do have a new filter piece for the cold water inlet here. We're gonna start by unplugging our water heater. We're gonna go ahead and unplug the pump. Let's see, next we are gonna hook our hoses up to these guys right here. So we're gonna unscrew that, make sure these valves are shut first. Let's see, make sure your gasket's in that hose so you don't make a mess. Connect that up to there. Get the other end in your bucket. You're gonna crack this valve open the cold here first to fill up your bucket. Because you're gonna want some water in your bucket to circulate through there with some cleaner in it. So we're gonna open this valve up here. Fill up our bucket. Filling it up, filling it up, filling it up. Alright, then we're gonna shut this. We're gonna shut the water off to the unit. We're gonna shut our hot water off. Now you're gonna want to drain whatever you got in your hot water heater out of the system too. So you're just gonna open this. Now that this is all off, you're gonna open that. Take your other hose here, hook that up to the hot side. Again, let's make sure our gasket's in there. Alright, let's take this end of our hose, stick it in the bucket. We're going to open this valve, the hot side up here. That should let everything drain out of there, which it is. Open, open. Nothing but air and water in there flowing through, just emptying out. Let's see, so next, you're gonna get your pump, unwrap that. We want to check your arrow, pump out, and we're gonna pump out to the cold in. So then take your cold in hose. Depending on your end here, you might need a coupling. The pumps are straight 3/4 fitting, so 3/4 fitting comes in handy. Screw this guy on. cold out. Then we need to pick our bucket up, bring it into the pump to send it out. So we got one more hose. So you're gonna need 3 hoses total, or a submersible pump. Take this end, hook it up to your pump over here. Take your other end of that hose, stick it in your bucket all the way at the bottom. So our pump is pulling water in from the bucket, pumping it out into the water heater, through the heat exchange, back down into the bucket. Next, we're going to take our vinegar, clean vinegar, orange scent. You can use regular scent, non-scented, whatever. Clean vinegar, slightly acidic, cleans it. Just a splash, a little over a splash. It's kind of foamy, so at the end we're gonna open the closest sink, make sure we get no foam through there. But for now, we're gonna flush this thing. So grab your pump, cord, open, shut, plug it in. Good. Start flowing. In, out. In, out. We are replacing this screen, so I'm going to leave it in there in hopes that it catches everything and we don't have to double clean our filter. Ideally, I would clean it before and after. This is what that little piece looks like. Once you pull it out of there, little screen in it. Make sure the screen is clean. Just make sure she's flowing. Let that run for 30 minutes or so. Alright, so once it's calmed down here, no more scissors or anything crazy in here. We're gonna unplug our pump. We are going to, let's see here. We're gonna keep our hot shut. We're gonna open our cold, but we are going to put both of these hoses in the bucket so that we can flush out that before we turn it on and get all that cleaner out. So let's go ahead and undo our pump here. Looks like we got a nice floor drain, so I think I'm going to utilize that. Stick this hose, stick it down there. So we got both hoses to the drain. It's just draining out whatever's in there. These are open, those are shut, but we're gonna open the one on the right. That's the cold. So we're gonna open that in. It's gonna fill up the unit, but there's nowhere for it to go because the hot's out. These valves are open, so we're just gonna flush all this out. Looks like we're flushing out the cold side right now. Still got some foams in there, so we'll keep that going. until it comes clear. Still foamy. There it goes, nice and clear. Okay. Oh, back to foam. A bit of cleaner in there still. And then you can close this a little bit. And then it's gonna start trickling out through the hot side here. There she goes. You wanna make sure there's no foam in there. The foam's the cleaner. It's not necessarily bad, but people kind of panic when they see that come out of their faucets. That's why I like to use the orange cleaner, so it's got a little bit of a smell. I can just say it's the cleaner. People see it come through their faucets. So this one looks nice and clear. Not really any foam in there. So I have the hot open, cold shut because my cold water is cracked in. Cold water. This one here, cracked in. Shut this so it can't come out. Forces it up and through, out through the hot. And then we're gonna open the cold again. So they're both open. We got cold water going in. Flushing both sides of this. Cold's open, flushing both sides. That hot's still shut. Because we don't want anything to go out to the house. We want to keep it all in the unit. Now once that's all flushed out, go ahead and shut that back off. Close your valve. Close your valve. You can then, at that point, open your cold back up and pressurize the cold side. You can open the hot back up, but I like to find the sink that's closest to the hot water heater and open that faucet first so that anything left in here would come out through that faucet and not make its way upstairs. Alright, for this filter screen, it's just lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Don't squeeze too hard, they're plastic, you'll shatter it. There is a tool for this, a special wrench. I tried to order one, never showed up. And the screen is stuck in there. Notice how that's just the back half. That other one I showed you had the screen. We only got half of it, so we got to get that screen out before we put that one in. That in there is the screen. Needs to come out. That. All good. Put the new one in. Don't drop it like I did. Got an O-ring on there. Good to go. Alright, after you change that filter, water's off, off. Disconnect your hoses. Remember, we already flushed it, so there's water in there. Might have one or two little hiccups. But it's gonna be full for the most part. Go ahead, reinstall your caps. These stay shut. You're gonna open your cold water in all the way. Open your hot all the way. Don't plug it in yet. Go over to a sink, open it up, make sure you got no fizzes, no bubbles. When you do, come back in, plug in your unit, plug in your pump. No fizzes at the sink. Put in the water in the bowl since it's not foamy. You try to smell it if you want. Plug everything back in. I already plugged that one in. Make sure this guy comes back up. 120. Priority, hot water. So she is firing up. Closed. Closed. Make sure you got no leaks. Open. Open. Let's go to our sink and make sure we have no foam. Double check that this thing's on, in use. Cold should be cold. Hot should be hot. Shouldn't have any drips for your pressure relief. Make sure that's drip free. One more time, make sure your filter is drip free. Clean up, empty your bucket, roll up your pump, roll up your hoses. Get on out of here.